Hi, I've recently read, or attempted to read, to be more accurate, Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. Now, I've read many bad books, such as Peach by Emma Glass, 13 Reasons Why, but they aren't quite like Fangirl. There is nothing I like about this book. Like, absolutely nothing at all. So what is it even about? Well, it's about Kath, a young girl who's a big fan of Simon Snow, the Fangirl Universe's version of Harry Potter, and she writes fanfiction for it. Kath is beginning her first year of university as an English major, and her twin sister, Ren, is growing up and moving away from fandom and Kath. Kath ends up having to learn to get out of her comfort zone, and that's Fangirl in a nutshell. So, how is this book terrible? How did I hate every single second of reading this? Well, I have a few reasons. The first, and the biggest reason is the characters. There isn't any I like besides Kath's dad, who's called Art. They're all terrible, terrible people, and when I say this, I mean especially Kath, because I fucking hated that bitch. But for her, let's start with other characters. Let's build it up a bit. So there's Ren, who is Kath's twin sister. Now, right when I started reading it, I wasn't a fan of her because I thought she was irritating, and I find people who are constantly like, let's go to parties to be annoying. But she wasn't even the worst. No, it gets worse. Then there's Regan. At first, I just disliked her for no real reason. Like, just not the type of person I really like. But, she... Let me just read off a bit. So Kath is asking her why she breaks up with Levi, and she said, I kept cheating on him. And it said really casually. It's just weird. Why does every character have to suck? Then there is Levi, whose whole personality is smiling all the time. He's boring. Okay, I think it's time to go to Kath now. I hate Kath. She may be one of the worst protagonists of all time. She's worse than Greg Heffley, who I hate. Kath is mean to everyone. She ruins everything. All she cares about is her fanfiction, which is complete shit. In fact, her love of fanfiction is so great she sent in one of her fanfics for one of her assignments in fiction writing class. Yes, you're hearing me right. For a serious part of her class in university, she sent in fanfiction. The assignment was to make an original short story with an unreliable narrator. She sent in Simon Snow fanfic, told from a point of view of Baz, the Draco Malfoy of Simon Snow. Luckily, her teacher gave her an F. But don't get me wrong, writing good fanfiction takes a lot of skill and is a different form of art, but no matter how creative your fanfic is, it's not original. You're still using characters from another person's world. For example, if someone wants to write their own sequel to a film they liked without the original creators/writers involved, it still wouldn't be original. No matter how you frame it, sending fanfiction into class for original writing is wrong. Okay, so Kath does some stupid things, but that doesn't make her a bad person. Don't worry. She says things which are very horrible. Here is an excerpt from the book. For context, Kath's father is struggling with his mental health a lot, and this is pretty apparent. Kath is also aware of this. Kath snorted. He obviously needs us. If he had a cat, the man would be one bad day away from Grey Gardens. I think he eats all of his meals at Quick Trip, and he's sleeping on the couch. Wow, what a bitch. Kath is also horrible to her sister. She falls out with Ren because Ren wanted to reconnect with her mother who left them at a young age. It's understandable that Kath wouldn't want to talk to her mum. I wouldn't as well. But Ren can do what she wants. She never forced Kath to, she never even brought it up with her. Kath only knew because her dad asked if she'd want to do that as well. Then Kath felt like Ren was keeping a secret from her, and Kath is just mean to Ren for what she wants to do. This is really irritating. It's because Kath and Ren want to be separate people because as sisters they felt like the same person. Kath, if you want to be different, let your sister do what she fucking wants. I could go on forever about Kath, but in short, she's the most horrid, miserable bitch I've ever had the displeasure of reading about. Here's my second reason for disliking it. The fanfiction / Simon Snow excerpts. Remember how I said that Cal's fanfiction is shit? Well, I know it is because there are so many excerpts of her fanfic and also excerpts of the actual Simon Snow books and other miscellaneous things which are usually at the end of a chapter, but are also scattered throughout the main book. My problem with these excerpts is that they're complete crap. For one, they're completely unnecessary. I don't need to read parts of Simon Snow. As I said, it's a fangirl first version of HP, and pretty much everyone knows what Harry Potter is like. Why do I need to read Rowell's version of it? My other reason for hating the random excerpts is that it is so poorly written, especially Cass fanfic. Speaking of poorly written, that leads me to my next part, my next reason for hating this pile of shit, the writing. Fangirl's writing isn't good. Here are some examples of a poor writing. Quote, "It was just Levi, leaning against a lamppost like the archetypical man leaning against a lamppost. Baz hated to be in their room. He said it smelled like good intentions. Simon twisted his lips to one side." And now my favourite example of Rowell's incompetent writing. Quote, "It's hard to get my head around. It's like hearing that Harry Potter is gay." This is horrifically bad because it makes zero sense in Fangirl. Throughout the book, it's shown that Harry Potter is just the world's version of Harry Potter. When actually mentioning Harry Potter, it ruins everything you set up. Suppose Simon Snowman, Team Harry Potter. I have to wonder what Rowell was thinking with this book. I've only ever read one other book by her, Pumpkinheads, and that was below mediocre, the only merit being a nice art style and setting. People will eat up any YA book, regardless of quality, and Rainbow Rowell's popularity is an example of that. So fuck Kath and fuck this book, and don't even try to read it because you think it may be so bad it's good, because it's just terrible. There is no redeeming factor of this piece of shit. Yeah, I'm gonna stop that there.